This poor woman faced an end that nobody deserves. For over 12 years, Lacey Fletcher was left to rot alive, trapped on her parents' living room couch in Slaughter, Louisiana. Lacey was no ordinary 36-year-old. She was diagnosed with severe autism and social anxiety, two conditions that left her almost completely dependent upon her parents, Sheila and Clay Fletcher. At some point, Lacey stopped leaving the house altogether, but instead of caring for their daughter, her parents just let her waste away, literally sinking into the fabric of their living room couch. On January 3rd, 2022, Sheila would call 911, reporting that her daughter had stopped breathing. When paramedics arrived, the first thing that they noted was the unimaginable stench. The smell of rotting flesh, human waste, and decay. They found Lacey deceased, with her emaciated body partially nude and covered in open wounds, ulcers, and human feces. Lacey was so deteriorated by this point that her lower limbs simply had no skin left to them, instead replaced by thousands of feasting maggots. What's even more shocking is that Lacey was practically fused to the living room couch. Years of neglect had caused Lacey's body to grow into the furniture, and her family's indifference towards her led to an agonizing and slow death. The coroner would ultimately determine that Lacey had likely died 24 to 48 hours before Sheila ever placed that phone call, and the cause of her death would be labeled as acute medical neglect. For over a decade, Lacey sat in her parents' living room, completely helpless, as they just watched her die. They never once called for help and never lifted a finger to assist her. Following an investigation, Sheila and Clay Fletcher would be arrested and charged with second-degree murder. They would later plead no contest to manslaughter, and on March 20th, 2024, they were both handed down 20-year prison sentences, with 20 additional years suspended. Let me know what you think about this heartbreaking case down in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe for even more unsettling cases.